Happy Friday, Marketing Interactive readers, and welcome back to Gen Z Perspectives. Yes. Oh my God, are you okay? Wait, what happened?
I don't know. Ouch. Okay, never mind.
Should Daja do a different pose now?
Okay, wait. Before we move on to the stories, what's new? We're gonna be eating. But
Yes.
just eating our lunch.
We got salads. I couldn't do it with one hand.
We've been quite busy in the newsroom this week,
I
right?
feel like a whole month has passed.
Yeah. One of the fun stories that we covered this week, IKEA Singapore is hosting a hide and seek at their Alexandra outlet.
It's happening this June, and essentially you're playing hide and seek with, I guess, their hiders. Like you would be participating as a seeker. It would be you and a friend, a family member, but either one of you has to be a member of IKEA. If you win, you stand a chance to get up to like 1 million family points, which is insane.
That's pretty good.
Daniel, are you a member?
I think I am.
Oh my God, we should team up.
You're not a member?
I don't know if
Okay,
I
we can
am.
team up.
Next thing that we want to talk about is Spotify. The 20th anniversary campaign. We did a story where we spoke to people about the logo change, because the amount of like backlash that received was crazy. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, okay, when I first saw it as an update on my phone, I was like, oh, this is kind of cute. Like, people associate like disco patterns, disco balls with partying, and it is their 20th birthday party essentially. I thought that it was quite fitting, but I know that some of the professionals we spoke to said that there was no real need, I guess, to do something like that.
And majority felt like, for logo redesigns, it needs to have an emotional impact. And I think that fell through with Spotify this time around. Across the board, everybody agreed that it was cute, it was fun, but it didn't really like amplify the message of the campaign.
I feel like it was a great and subtle way to kind of like still catch people's attention and be like, oh, I wonder why they did this. Click into the app and see that, oh my God, they have a whole curation sort of thing for me ready to go.
I think I'm on the opposite side of that. I did my wrap before the logo actually changed. So when the logo changed on my phone, I was like, okay, I mean, I know what it's about, but it's not enough to make me be like, ooh.
So for me, it was just nice. For you, it wasn't enough. I wonder what they'll do for their next anniversary then. Another big story that we covered this week that I guess happened over last weekend was the release of Swatch and AP's collab watch, collab range. It was crazy. Like, around the world, there were people lining up outside stores. In some countries, the police had to come down to crowd control. There were some customers that were injured because of it. There were some fights. Obviously, it goes just beyond the product, right?
I thought it was a very unique collaboration between Swatch and AP, which is potentially the hype in itself, which is why people like go crazy. You're making luxury so accessible, and I mean, as we can tell, not the everyday person can afford it. For me personally, I thought it was very interesting that AP agreed to this. Some of the people that we spoke to earlier talked about how this collab might have made AP too accessible and kind of like dilutes the exclusivity and luxness of the brand.
Another thing that was brought up in the article, which I thought was a really good point, was how the hype has kind of put the product itself on the back burner. I mean, you're kind of expecting it, right? Like, when the thing dropped, everyone was like, okay, there's going to be lines, there's going to be crowds, there might even be fights and stuff, which did happen. There was already that anticipation. Swatch and AP could have better prepared for stuff like that. Someone that we spoke to did say, the minute there are injuries involved or it negatively affects the consumers, the collaboration is kind of like in the rearview mirror. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see who they collab with next, and whether it's going to be another luxury brand or something a bit more local, or let's see.
Alrighty, so Dad and I are gonna dig into our salads.
I'm almost done.
You're almost the difference. But yeah, we'll catch you next week on Gen Z Perspectives. Bye!